Ooh, get the external speakers off. I really gotta freaking clean this MPC off. It is getting fucking ridiculous. Yillis. Alright. Oh shit, let's work on last night's deal. That was fucking rocking. Wow, wow. Okay, maybe it's not that rocking, but whatever, it's freaking the closest thing I have made to this song. Free hat. Yep. Yeah, we should change those hats when we go into the drop, too. We didn't do that. Maybe even just turn them all off? Hats and what else? Claps, maybe. Yeah, I don't think we need those in there for the drop. Deactivate. Today, Junior. Let's get those claps out of there as well. Is it this one? It is. I thought so. What else? Kick bass. We might want to change up the pace of those. Hey, what's up, Akiet? Oh yeah, I don't know. I maybe. I don't know. It's nothing I would necessarily like put in a playlist or anything, but given the fact that this is the closest thing I've ever made to a song, uh, I definitely, I'm definitely happy with my progress. Yeah, it needs something in the low end, but I think that changing up the kick there is gonna be. Did I take the? Oh no, I didn't take the kick off. Just the clap and the hat. I think maybe I need to put like a kick that's more full in there. Maybe sparse. And then we'll get to this one. We probably won't do this next drop. I just had that there just in case I screwed something up over here. I could come back and have a fresh palette to work with. But so far things seem to be going good. And then after that, this little gray section, we're going to try to do some type of breakdown. We're going to slow it down and maybe just do like a little bass feature or something. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to do another thing that's like that, what we have labeled a drop here. I don't know if it's really a drop, but we'll take that and we'll bring it over. And I've got a couple things that are still not activated in there. And I have one thing that is a copy of one of them. And I'm going to try to twist it into something like, that'll try to like take that little drop and take it to the next level. And then we'll do some kind of little outro. And if I can get that done, then this will actually be like a real song. Not necessarily like a really great song, but like a full-fledged song and not just like some silly little loop. But thanks for the encouragement. It's good to hear. All right, what are we gonna do here? Oh, give it one more listen through and see if I got any more ideas than what I've been thinking so far. That's right, I wanted to put some kind of riser in there to help fill that little section out too, that build-up section. What does it sound like when I reactivate these? So if we're going to take those out, maybe we should do something else to help fill out that section as well. I don't know if I really should be worrying about that quite yet, though. I think maybe I'm just going to leave these activated for now. And maybe we'll even just leave them there altogether. Maybe we'll wait to take those out until the second drop so that it's a little bit more striking, like, oh, damn! Yeah, probably just best to just get this thing to the end so that it's like a complete unit. And then I can do a little bit more filling. And then we can try to maybe do some automation on top of all that to really add some more movement to things. Yeah, we're just gonna maybe like call that a done deal. And we're gonna go ahead and and we're gonna go into the breakdown section. And I'm actually gonna cut. And we're gonna go all the way to the end here. Oh shit. Looks like I have like a whole copy of oh no. Yeah, let's go after this. Right about here. Paste that. That way we do have a backup somewhere. And I don't know how long we're gonna do the breakdown section. I don't know if we're gonna double up like we did with that other one. But in fact, that's what we'll start with, and then if it feels long, we'll shorten it. So duplicate, and then we'll do one more, and we'll bring this one out of the way. Ooh, I'm glad I didn't go too much further. We would have screwed up the end of that one. Okay, we are gonna call this one the breakdown. Break it down. Alright, what do we want in the breakdown? Not much. I think I said we were going to try to do some kind of bass solo of some sort. Not necessarily solo, feature. There's going to be some other shit going on. What have we used and not used? Or, I guess, what's not in the drop is maybe more important. Looks like we haven't touched that perky drone since the beginning. Maybe we can bring that in. What does it sound like? Oop. In fact, we should probably reset the beginning of our loop a little closer. We don't necessarily need to hear it from the beginning on every loop at this point in the game. We can go back every once in a while if that's what we want to do. Let's maybe... yeah, we'll just start it at the drop. The halfway point. Why is nothing playing? Oh yeah, because I got that solo on. I wanted to hear what that perky drone sounded like. I think it sounds like the wide open thing. Come on, come on. Here we go, here we go. Yes. And... that might work. We might want to raise the pitch on it though, because we want to kind of do a bass thing, and that might get in the way of our bass. Actually, we don't want to use this one, because it's exactly the same as this one. And this one, maybe we'll do that. Let's open this up a little bit and get a look at what's going on. Is this the line? Yes. That's throwing me off because the other one is kind of chopped at the end there a little bit. Let's consolidate. Ooh, you know what? Shit. Oh, hey, what's up, DJ Silence? What's happening, man? I didn't see you there. Oh, not too much, not too much. I actually have something somewhat resembling a song structure going on here for the first time, I'd say. I don't know. I might have attempted stuff before, but nothing to this degree. Nothing good or anything, but as I said, it resembles a song more than anything I've done to date. So, oh, cool, cool. Yeah, I finally feel like maybe I'm making a little bit of a breakthrough of sorts. Yeah, I feel like a couple of things are finally starting to sink in. Nice, nice. You actually like doing stuff yourself or like working on like getting stuff done and working with others to get stuff going. I know I always wished that I could draw. I know my dad was actually pretty decent at it when I was younger. Nice, nice. Yeah, he tried getting me into it, but I couldn't dig it. Sweet. I remember wanting to play with Photoshop for a while before, but I never really got into it. I know I've thought about trying to mess with some of that AI stuff. I know some of it's lazy, but I see some of them guys get, pretty creative with it. But yeah, here's what I got going here. Oh, I got that solo thing on. I need to get that off. Pretty much the only sounds that weren't pretty heavily twisted up was everything from the bass down here, the bass, kick, clap, and the hat. But I figured once I get to the end of everything here, I can go in and try to do something to personalize those a little bit more once I have something. Yeah, I think that all these other sounds were all created out of the bass, if I remember correctly. I know one of the cooler things I've seen that they were doing, it was like a feature called like in painting. Like they do the first feature and then they would pick the things that they didn't like about it, and you can, select that area, however, and try to explain what you want in that area and just keep going deeper and deeper into it. And I've seen some of them doing some real trippy kind of like recursion, like like fractal kind of, visualization kind of deals. Well, I've definitely done a lot of sitting down to create, like no doubt about it. Like, but I don't know. I just had a lot of trouble putting things together. One of the big things that like probably held me back by like a lot of years was putting so much focus into MIDI and instruments and never really taking the time to dig into audio editing. Like this new course I'm in, like I started it and I kind of expected to some extent. I'm like, hey, the first, few weeks, I'm just gonna like cruise right through this shit. They're gonna be going over, some basic, maybe some basic music theory, audio versus MIDI. It's just gonna be pretty basic. And like the first thing, like the first week was on audio editing, and like the first thing in the video was if there's like one core skill when it comes down to everything that is going to be 90% of what you're doing, it's audio editing. I'm like, fuck, I've like never edited any audio. Like, I don't know, I just gravitated towards synths and instruments and stuff, and MIDI, like building blocks and structure. I kind of like understood that a bit, but it's definitely a bit harder, you know, trying to play every instrument in the band versus, coordinating and customizing. But yeah, I've definitely put in the time for sure. I know. I'm trying to think like when I started streaming. Like I was looking through it the other day because I was kind of like reminiscing and thinking about it. But I've got like I think over a full year's worth of streams that are like nothing but music before I really started doing the gaming stuff. And the gaming kind of like came as a little bit of a release, like after so long, and those streams weren't really the beginning of my music thing either. Like I started that streaming as kind of a way to force myself to sit down to like feel like I had some kind of obligation. And I did that for a while and it was good, but after so long it was like I was like not progressing, and I never really stopped. Well, maybe like for a short period, but I never really stopped. And even when I did, I didn't really, it was always something that was gonna, come back, like and I stopped doing a lot of it on stream. Because at first it wasn't a big deal. Whatever, I don't mind fucking going on and fucking sucking for a while. But after so long, you know, with no improvement and no real, real visible path there, in a reasonable time frame, I had to like say to myself, like, well, am I just gonna like just keep putting freaking garbage out? Like I don't feel like, good about that. Like not that like I'm putting it out, but like, am I really trying to just like sit here and just fucking like fart in the wind? Fucking, maybe I need to just, maybe work a little bit, more, in the background here. And I was trying to do that, and I didn't want to quit the streaming because, it was something that, I don't know, it kind of was fun. I kind of got into the game for a while, but I would always feel guilty, like especially once I started getting better at fucking Rocket League, and I'd fucking hit some crazy shit or something. I'd be like, man, like I should be like fucking making a song that fucking gets me excited. Like fucking everybody's anybody could fucking play some fucking car soccer. And then even like when I started the course, I tried to not let that go entirely. And I still wasn't really putting a lot of music stuff, like I'm talking like more recently here. Still wasn't really putting more online, but it was getting to the point like I was trying to squeeze time in. I was only getting like really like a little over an hour a day in, and I'm kind of slow. So it's like I really wasn't getting much done musically, and I tried to not take my afternoon nap, but I can't really seem to get by like that anymore. So I decided I was going to lean into it, and I was going to do my afternoon nap, and then I was going to fucking do music for like a little over an hour, and then I was going to do my Rocket League for like, a little over an hour, and then I was going to go back and do another music session for a little over an hour, and I did that for a while, and then go back to sleep and, work the next day, and that really wasn't doing it. And I was like, I really need to, block off some time. I was going to push the Rocket League back, but I didn't want to not do the tournaments. And then I was like, and at this point, I'm like fucking kind of pretty depressed. I'm still doing my streams. I think one of my streams, I probably sat here and kind of like mild cried like the whole fucking stream because like all I could think about is like fucking, I should be doing my music. This isn't fucking even fun right now. And and I remember thinking that, and like I was like, I am. I'm just gonna fucking start just I'm gonna lean hard into the nap, and I'm just gonna fucking push through, and I'm gonna do 2 or 3 hours a night, and then fucking my weekends, I'm gonna do, my 6 or 8 hour day or whatever. And the very next day, I was still playing Rocket League because I was still kind of, formulating, my plan or whatever. And I was playing Rocket League, and some fucking douchebag popped into my chat and fucking like started fucking like ragging on me. And he's like, I forget, like, don't you get lonely or whatever? I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? He's like, you're nobody in here. It's like, I don't know. And like, I didn't even like really think about it. And then like later that night, it's like, well, I was gonna stop streaming for a little while. I was gonna take a break, but after that, I'm like, fuck, I can't take a break after that fucking dickweed coming in here, fucking giving me shit. Fucking, I can't fucking stop streaming, but I can't fucking keep playing fucking Rocket League either. It's like, well, I guess I gotta fucking start putting fucking shitty fucking music fucking practice back out again. And I decided to just fucking lean into. At first, I was just gonna try to do some of the stuff that maybe was gonna be a little bit, less bad, less hard to watch. And I was like, what the fuck do I care? I ain't got no fucking viewers. uh, t- 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 uh. Yeah, I feel like I have enough to play parts, but and I know a couple other things. I've definitely been learning a lot of other things that help too. Like, you know, I think one of my like patterns that I would get into is, I would just bust out a 909 kit and, throw down like a basic, drum pattern, usually like 4/4, maybe get, a little fancy and like move the kick drum over, space down at the end or something. And then, maybe a kick or clap, a snare and a clap, and then I'd jump over and, open up Serum, and I'd like put on like a very simple bass line, and then I would try to like do something, like a chorus or something, and like it would never really pan out. I wouldn't find sounds that would really blend, and I'd start kind of getting bored, and maybe try to, put a pad in, and then I'd get bored, and then I'd be like, okay, I need to go back and change up the drums. It's getting boring, and then I'd mess with the drums for a minute and make it a little more interesting, and then maybe go to the bass and start playing around and get lost in some sound design, and then maybe start trying to mess with the melody again, and then things would start to fall apart, and it'd be late, but I definitely definitely learned a lot even before like the recent resurgence. And I think once I get a little bit more down on this audio editing, that's really gonna kind of come together with a lot of the synth and instrument experience I got. Because I'm not like necessarily like good or an expert, but I know my way around a synth, enough to pick up a fresh one and, know what I'm doing and make some basic sounds, start, playing around with them a bit. I need to break out my Micro Freak. I see they're doing a new update on it at the end of the month where you can actually put samples into the synth to work directly off of the samples. I saw a guy took his fucking Moog and sampled it. It was basically fucking playing like analog Moog sounds and using the analog filter on the digital synth to. It was pretty freaking cool. But yeah, so I definitely think that, things are really kind of starting to come together for me here. I need to get back, on track with the music program. I kind of derailed a little bit. Fucking was having a hard time kind of soaking up the information. It's kind of like made for like, you know, like designed and marketed towards everyone. And I guess maybe like for like a true beginner, it would be, easier to kind of overlook some of this stuff. But like it gets, pretty deep. Like I think, it was like really designed, with people who were already, kind of at a certain level and really kind of taking them to the next level. And I really wasn't at that level, but I was kind of like high enough that, I kind of, feel like I should be. So it's like, I think that it's a little bit harder for me to let, some of the stuff go and like move through, but I kind of think I've gotten through that blockage a little bit. What really killed me was like, you know, the first few weeks with the projects, it's like I was barely scraping by, and they're designed that you could scrape by them. And then I hit the fucking week where they started on mixing, and like I had never bothered mixing. I did, maybe just some basic leveling, which is kind of what they do at the first level, but with some clipping and some other techniques that are really just forms of leveling. And I'd never dealt with anything that had like all these tracks, and we had to get our own multi tracks, and I got real jammed up. I think I spent like 4 weeks on what was supposed to be a 1 week project. And like I felt like the knowledge wasn't sinking in. I didn't know anything about, the frequency ranges, and I'm trying to internalize all this stuff about, the the I don't know what to call it. Like looking at the EQ and, referencing that off of, other shit, and knowing what the frequency ranges are and what sounds are occupy them. And I kind of like, after 4 weeks there and not being there, I kind of wanted to blow through things, and I kind of like went off the rails a bit. And I was supposed to be doing like live video conference things for each week's projects too, and I wasn't doing those because, like I said, I was skating by, and it was like at the end, like they were supposed to be 1 weeks, but I'd be like on them for 2 weeks. And at the end of the 2 weeks, I would just be getting to like entry level status. Like I'm just figuring it out. And what I've got in my project is like nowhere near representative of what's in my mind. And if they're going to critique that, it's going to be things that I'm already looking at and making those critiques myself. So it's like, am I really going to waste my session on this? It's like, I'll just move through and, come back to the some of this stuff if I need to. And because I didn't feel like I really was soaking it up the way I should. But I kind of in the background in that I've been working on all the stuff, and I've been improving in every area. I've got the mixing, I'm not like down, but like I did a pretty complicated project and I felt decent about it. So I'll be able to go in and knock out the 4 more to complete that one. And this here should suffice as my week 1 project when I'm done with it. And trying to remember what the other ones are. Week 2 and week 3. Week 2 was a reconstruction project. And that's the more advanced version of it. The more basic version would be just like a track breakdown, like, kind of like what I got down up at the top. And then like the next level would be having, blank MIDI clips representing all the sounds that you're hearing. And then after that would be putting the sounds in and doing sound design. And I've got a couple broke down, and like, I don't know, I'm having a hard time getting sounds in there to sound right. I think maybe I need to just like start getting the sounds in and then do the design later. But I know the first one I did was I can't remember what it was called. I had a hard time finding anything that I could get to line up in the grid because I wasn't really up on warping yet, and I'm still kind of But the hell was it? Breach or something? Yeah, it was like it was the first one I could get to line up, but I can't skip through it. Let's get out of there. But and it ended up being super complicated, and I had COVID that week, so I didn't it took me 2 weeks, and like all I got was the breakdown of what things were. And then I was listening to it, I was like, man, there's no way I can like do the sound design on this. It's like fucking like crazy. I don't even know what those sounds are. And then so I didn't do my weekly thing on that because I'm like, all I did was did intro, bill, yeah, whatever. And I'm like, I'm not gonna waste a session on that. And eventually, what was the one? Oh yeah, I did Wolfgang Gartner the other day. What song was that? I I should know the name of it. Why can't, it's not the stems. There we go. Illmerica. And I broke that down and I was like, because I was trying to find something that was, sufficiently complex without being like fucking crazy. And like it had enough stuff in it that, I was like, okay, those are all sounds that I kind of know what they are, like I should be able to do that. And I totally couldn't replicate a lot of the sounds, like some basic like risery, siren-y things. And I really had a, tough time trying to match that. And then I was like, okay, I need to go more basic. I was like, I need to find something that's fucking drum and bass. And I found this fucking, I remember this fucking drum and bass song, fucking with some Biggie sample on it. I was like, man, this one should be easy. Fucking drum, bass, cowbell or something. Fucking, I could fucking probably even find the fucking Biggie fucking song and fucking do the vocal chops if I want, if I really feel freaky. And I did that. And just what's going on now, the aura in the background, I couldn't even come close to like replicating it right. So I'm having a bit of a tough time with the more advanced version of that project. Oh, what the hell else? What was week 3? What the hell was week 3? Shit. Let me see. What? Change I want was rejected? That's a weird message. Let's try opening the page fresh. There we go. Where are we here? Week 3. Oh, week 3 is where mixing started. And week 4 was the extension of mixing. And that was brutal. I got through, I was like 4 weeks on the week 1 of mixing. And then I got to like the advanced mixing. And I was like, oh my God, I cannot do any more mixing. I need to make shit. So like, I've been in this thing the whole time and I've only gotten to make like one thing. So, like, I need to go back. I need to do audio editing. And all I could think in my head the whole time, like the first video I watched in this shit said 90% of what I'm doing is audio editing. And like I've spent about, 3 hours doing audio editing over the course of, a couple months now. I was like, I need to fucking not be fucking wigging out about this mixing, and I need to just be practicing audio editing and flipping and, learning all the shit that I fucking didn't get to before. Like I said, I just always, like I said, I could wrap my head around an instrument and building blocks. But, when I would look at like the waveforms, I'd be like, I don't know what the fuck that is. I'm supposed to fucking edit that. What the fuck is, what the fuck is that? I don't know what the fuck that is. But even before I got to like this stage and chopping it up, like as soon as like I got into it, it's like, oh my God, this is like so much easier than fucking the MIDI slash instrument, slash synth route. And like I said, now that this is sinking in, I'm seeing, all the ways that these things are going to be able to intersect, and it's gonna be nice to kind of really level up once I kind of bring the two worlds of the audio and the MIDI back together, which I have done a little bit of now. Like one of the things that I've learned in here was, how to take pretty much any sound, expand that waveform out and shrink down to a small, section and loop that small section and, automate the pitch in order to, record or, in a simpler on a MIDI rack and, record that you know, into an audio thing to, you know, make a riser or whatever. So it's like I'm already kind of seeing some of the places that the merger of all this can go. I'm excited to finally be having everything click. Reminds me of like when I would snowboard. You know, I never really like got any formal lessons, and when I started off, I was young and drunk, and you know, my friends tried to tell me a little bit of what was going on the bunny hill, and like it wasn't working. I was like, you know what, we just go to the top of the mountain, we'll figure this shit out. And I would just throw myself down the mountain, and eventually, like one year, I decided, you know, I'm gonna like really get good at this, you know, and I got season pass, and I would go fucking every day, and it took me like fucking like I would, you know, eventually I got to the point where I wasn't quite falling as much, but I still really wasn't getting it. And you know, I'd always be riding on the heel side edge, never really toe side very much, and you know, not a whole lot of weaving, just kind of just bombing down the mountain, getting freaking loaded, and one day eventually fucking it kind of clicked, and I started being able to ride that front edge a bit and starting to be able to flip it back and forth, and like, and you know, it just kind of like opened up like a whole new world, and like, you know, the enjoyment factor on things just kind of shot up. I wish by that point I hadn't been so put off of like freestyle and tricks and shit. But man, I busted myself up a lot on that shit back before I had any real skills. I'd fucking hit like huge jumps and fucking crash into fucking trees and people and shit. It was fucking bad. Think I had a concussion one time. It was fucking rough. But yeah, let me freaking get something going here. I wanted to do some kind of deal with the breakdown. I think I was going to deactivate all these hats and claps. And maybe the kick. Um, let's maybe get rid of that. The scratches might work. If not, maybe we could slow them down and they might work. These two, I think we want to leave off. This is not being used at the moment. We're saving that for the second drop to try to do something with. And we definitely don't want this. And I don't think we want this. What the heck? Why is it not open? Oh, that's why it's not open, because I didn't shrink it. I just closed it. Oh, not what I was trying for. Yeah, this one actually kind of came out of nowhere. Like a lot of the stuff that I'd been doing since I started doing the audio editing, I couldn't do anything like normal speed music. Like everything was like, you know, more like either ambient or like halftime, like, slower kind of, you know, like anytime I would like try to do regular speed, like, it just wouldn't sound right. But like I would find that if I just slowed everything down and just kept playing with it, you know, I could kind of find some shit that didn't make me kind of sick. But anytime I would like, you know, I'm not. I think maybe part of the issue with that was that I was starting with loops rather than kind of making, you know, making a simpler pattern out of some more basic sounds, and then kind of trying to go from there. So many ways to just get hung up on, you know, hung up on shit trying to learn this shit. All right. Let's see what we got. Let's actually try to hear it in context. We'll go all the way from the beginning. Can't remember. Yeah, I don't know. I got that labeled as a drop because that was what I had in my notes. I don't know that that's really a drop, but it's a section, and that's good enough for me. I was trying to make it a drop, but I can't really remember exactly what a drop is. One of the things I remembered from my notes was that it's more of a vertical head banging kind of. Yeah, this is gonna need something else in there. I think maybe the gain on these could come up a little bit in there. Well, maybe I shouldn't do it that way. Maybe I should just bring in another sound. Maybe the hats. Maybe, but I don't think that pattern's working. Or at least at that speed. What if we consolidate them and we'll try to cut that speed in half and see how it sounds. Or maybe even pitch them down a hair. Something. Modulate something on them. Or I guess automate. I don't know how to modulate some of the. That's one of the things I need to ask whenever I go in and do my personal sessions. Is I've really been wishing that I could modulate some of these settings down here in the warp area, like the. I guess the gain would be helpful. The pitch, actually, I haven't been able to modulate the pitch, and particularly in the texture section, I'd like to be able to modulate that grain size. I could do automation on it, but oop, what the heck? Why is it not showing? Oh, there it is. But really prefer to modulate it if I could. All right, what were we doing with this? I wanted to take it to halftime. All right, let's. Oh no, that's double time. It's not the worst. That might work. Not really doing the job. Ooh. I think it works, but I don't know that I would want to have it the whole way. I think what we'll do is consolidate it, and then we're gonna maybe mute some sections in there. So it kind of picks up the pace, but it's not so busy. All right. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I had just consolidated and I want to cut some space into those hats. What we need to do is get our loop set up and we just need to let it play. Let's open this up a bit. What was the trick to close all of these? Alt? Yep. Almost. That's another thing that's really been helping me out is I always had trouble with remembering shortcuts and stuff. And I'd even gone to the lengths to get little stickers for the keyboard. They have, you know, not all of them, but they, you know, a lot of the big ones on there to try to help. And they help with a couple. But, like, it's so hard reading the little things and every time and, you know, trying to hunt for it. And what really helped was getting some macro pads. First ones I got, which are pretty sweet, but now they're kind of more secondary to me. There's a couple functions I really like them for. Got some buttons, and then I got this rotary dial that'll go back and forth. And I like using that. I have another one like that with a dial on it. It's a little different. And those are nice for like sample selection. And I really want to get used to using this one more for zooming in and out of clips. But I haven't gotten it set up for that. And then I used to use I still use a trackball for a lot of what I'm doing here. But I also got a regular mouse with 15 buttons on the side of it. So I was able to put a bunch of new shortcuts on there. And then I also got this guy here. And got a little freaking joystick and scroll wheel and pressure sensitive buttons. You could put a couple functions each on, and then with this button you can go through a couple different profiles. So it's like, now that I'm deciding where these shortcuts go, they're a lot easier to remember even without stickers. Actually, I have a thing that might show that other controller a little better. Looked a little bit shitty on my camera with the green screen. Oop. What did I do here? But you get 3 different key maps for it, and you can label 2 things for each button on each key map. And then this little one here's the spaces. That's like freaking almost my favorite button. And then you can actually like hook your fingers under this thing and kind of like, it's designed really well. It sits in your lap real nice, so you can just keep your, you know, elbow on the key rest, and you never really have to reach for the keyboard unless you need to freaking name something. Yeah, there's 2 versions of that one I just showed, that Targus, I think it's called. There's the Targus and the Targus Pro. The regular Targus doesn't have the mechanical switches and the multiple per button. So it's a little bit, you know, a little bit cheaper design, but it's also only like, I think you could get them for like $70 on sale if you find them at the right place. But they might be discontinued, so they're hard to find. I'm trying to remember, I got a deal on this one somehow. I think I bought it used on eBay, and I picked this one up for like 110. I think they normally go for closer to 2. The higher end mechanical switches version. Alright, I have to keep getting caught up in the excitement of all the new shit. Shit. Maybe I should do like half of the loop at first. Where is... There we go. Oh shit. We're already like almost at half. Maybe even do half of that. Actually, you know what? Not even half. We're just gonna do like that much. There we go. That's better. Actually, loop it. Oop, where did we go? Yeah, this is one area where I still really struggle to be fast, is zooming to certain areas. At first, I think that, you know, I was kind of going back towards that regular mouse, but more and more I keep going back to the trackball, and I'm getting better and better at doing it with the trackball, but it's kind of hard to get the right down and diagonal action to cut through smooth. That, and I'm still kind of getting used to reading this thing at the top. Maybe I should open it up a little bit more to remind myself to look up there. But getting used to, you know, the proper diagonal angles and doing it with that trackball that's kind of on that tilt's a little bit tricky at times. Okay, we got the first half of that. Let's go ahead and do... Is that? It's 1. Okay, yeah, we want to go to 2. I also just figured out that, you know, you can see how long your loop selection is up here, which has been helping me a lot. I'm not finding myself going 1, 2, 3, and like looking at these numbers up here quite as much. Let's get rid of the beginning. That sounds like some military shit. Go to 3 bars. Yeah, another thing that's nice coming into this audio is that, you know, I already, like, and it hasn't come into play a whole lot yet, but I already know, like, a decent bit of music theory. There were a couple, like, little rule of thumb things that I was shown to make some of this a little bit easier, as far as, you know, keeping things in key and whatnot with, you know, what your original thing is, but once I start getting a little bit more deep into, you know, picking complementary sounds and whatnot, I've got a lot of good book knowledge that should be able to intersect well once I start getting a little bit more of the hands-on-y shit going. Alright, let's see. What are we cutting out of this one? Actually... Oh, we're nowhere near the halfway point. I was going to say, if we're at the halfway point, maybe we should just double it up and shift it around a bit. Really, I don't know if we need quite all of what's there either. We might be able to just go halves on that. So what would that be? we're at the beginning of 3. That would be the beginning of 7. I think I should open this up too. I'm kind of getting tired of not hearing a little more variety. This is a little plain to be just hearing over and over. I don't really need to keep repeating this to think about what's going on with this shit. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I kind of wanted to get used to using that other thing with the knobs for this. I was hoping that might get a little easier, but I kind of think that it's probably best to just keep using the trackball and get a little bit more skilled at it. All right, let's. Shit. Let me actually see where that starts. I can't remember. Oh, shit. It's not doing the thing. Oh, because I don't have a loop. Okay, that's at 2. And that's 3. So we definitely want to do something in here. And that's the end of 2. So that's the first hit. You know, maybe we do need to loop this, but not the whole thing. Just the patch might be a little less. I need to get a delete on my dealie here. Do I have a delete? It should be 0. Oh, I do. I can't believe I forgot that one. It's an important one. Or not delete. Mute. Oh, that's right. That's what I've been using for mute. Okay, I'm good. And we'll split it. We'll mute it. Actually, I don't think we need to hit split. I think if we just have that selected and hit mute, yeah, it splits it automatically. Alright, now let's hit sound with the other. I can live with it. And I'm actually past that. I think this time we'll just maybe... Let's take a look where we are. So this is 4 bars, which is a little bit longer than what we just did. We just did 3. How is that possible? That can't be half. I should have 16 bars in the breakdown. Loop. And I only have 14. How the hell did I do that? Yeah, how the hell did I do that? Yeah, there's no reason that should be like that. Oh, jeez. That is a mess. 2 too many parts at once. So how do can I just extend this out? Is that gonna work for me? It's not gonna work for me. Shit. I don't know why it worked for that one. What's some of these? No. No. How did I do that? It doesn't make any sense how that happened. Loop. Yeah, 14. Fuck. I don't know. I guess it maybe doesn't matter if our breakdown's only 14 bars. I mean, who the fuck's gonna notice? Somebody count. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. I guess you notice subtle things. You don't like know what's wrong, but it doesn't feel right. Maybe. I don't know. I guess we're just gonna move on, and if it sounds funny, we'll try to find a way to do something. Maybe. I got an idea what we can actually do right now. We could have like a little stutter in the middle of the breakdown. We'll just. Actually, you know what? Let me listen to the whole thing one time. Because I'm assuming that we can get away with just having the 16 bar breakdown, which. Or. Or, not 16, 8. We can get away with 8. Actually, I should have left that there. Figure out where 8 is. 6, 7, 8. And yeah, hopefully we can get away with just the 8 bar breakdown. Oh shit. I don't have enough hats for that yet. And that kind of tells me that I think we can get away with that. That's 7. That's 7. Yeah, I still don't know how that happened. Yeah, you know what? I think maybe I'll keep it, and in the second half, we will maybe add the clap back in gradually, and maybe something else as well. And what we can do to make it an even 16 is we can put everything down to is 2, right? And then we can use that too to put some kind of freaking splash sound. Oop. Can we extend? No, it won't let us extend anything on this side either. Yeah, I don't know how that 14, how I screwed that up. All right. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah. We were gonna finish fucking with those hats. And we're gonna try to move through it a bit quicker this time. I was sticking around quite a bit the last time through. We are gonna try to make good time. Maybe. I don't know. Let's open it up and hear it in context. How the hell did we get, Yeah, how did we get away from the rest of our shit? I'm not sure what I did there. Let's get back over here. See, for moving those, bumping those little things over, that little joystick on that macro pad is freaking awesome. Okay. You know what? I think what I'm gonna do is take out the second half entirely. Because I like the first half, but like by the second half, like, and I think the pattern's not as good too, but I think it's also just a lot of hats. I'm not a big hat fan a lot of times. Let's see how that goes. Is that the halfway point? Can't tell. Everything's so chopped up down there. On the 77, I think we want to be. Right here. And up to here. We will deactivate them. Alright. Ah, that kind of works. I meant to take those out, but I think that works. Is that our 8? That's 8. That's 9. I think we're gonna do that. Let's split that all off. Bump it over. Yeah, I think that we're gonna call it at 8. I remember why I had it split off, because I was gonna do a little splash before to make up the 16, but I think this works. I mean, it needs a little something else, but it basically is a breakdown. It works. Before I'm done with this, I'm gonna replace some of this that base going Not necessarily replace, but modify at the very least. Customize a bit. Maybe something else. I think maybe on these, I want to do a gradually fade down volume. How do I guess I need to consolidate it. And yeah, I only wanted that because I want to... Okay, they're all at negative 22.5. And it is only going to show that clip. Which I guess is only 4 bars. I didn't realize that. Well, let's do our pencil shortcut. I probably could have just done it with the mouse. I was right next to the icon anyways. Where is this number? What is that? It doesn't say. We were at 22.5. But I don't see... Oh, okay, 60%? I don't know. Let's hear how it sounds. You know what? Maybe we should, I was just gonna do like a fade down, but maybe we should do a little bit of that first. Something like... Eh, jeez. I wish there was more high side here. Even at the very top, it's barely sounding off. It's like... You know, I think I know what to do. Let's clear that. Let's come back to... Not that. That. Now we will get into that and then we'll taper it down and see how that goes. I don't think that's quite what we want, but yeah, I kind of screwed it up. We're not high enough. Yeah, we want to peak on the third one here and kind of maybe trail down to... Yeah, I think this is maybe... Or maybe we do a little valley in here and bring her back up. Then I should hit the loud ones. Yeah, let's maybe do a little scoop. Maybe not as deep. There we go. That's right. If we take off the pencil, we'll get a whole bunch of little points we can maybe do some stuff with. Oop. Always seems to kind of get a little cooler when you get a bunch of little spiky things going. Not a lot, but it does a little something. Yeah, what the fuck, I think we're about done here. Oh, I just realized that, now why is it... Oh, because I have that all the way up. I just noticed the way that it does the little box. That is gonna make how that box is like the reference for what it's gonna show you. Like, wow, like I can't believe like all the little stupid things that like, I mean this I haven't messed an arrangement view until recently, but like it amazes me how many like big things are like kind of subtle that like I've never picked up on. And I think maybe we should, maybe this one will be like a gradual increase, like a riser kind of thing going. Let's try to match the gain for this one. That way when we go to do mixing, it should make life easier. 15.6. Alright, and then we'll go to our envelopes. Gain. Little pencil. And this one we're just gonna do a ramp. Probably shallower than that though. We want it to be loud most of the time, so. And we're not gonna do any spiky shit here, just some basic bitch. Actually, why am I doing it like this? Let's do the I don't know if okay, yeah, I know how it's gonna do it. And we're gonna take this point. Actually, we're gonna bring this up to here. Whoa, that's kind of cool. I never picked up on that, but that's not what I'm trying to do here. How do I get that point? It's not letting me get the point. I should be able to grab it. There we go. This is... It's not what I want, but I might be able to live with it. Let's hear how it sounds here. We're coming around. Yeah, I could deal with that. I wanted it to peak at the end, but what the fuck do I care? Let me give it another... What if I bring that... What? What are you doing? What the fuck? How is this? Let me get the point, you bastard. What is this? Hey, maybe, yeah. Yeah, they get a little lightning bolt action going. Fuck yeah, that rocks. We'll take that. The tweak is just a hair here. Now, let's go ahead and consolidate it. And our breakdown section is done. All right. Let's do it in its entirety. Almost feel like the breakdown should come in earlier. That fucking other section gets a little tired by the end. I guess I'll be able to fix that when I go in and do some automation and some tweaking in the sound design. Okay, that works. Is that the bottom thing? The hat? Yeah, that is the bottom thing. Go ahead and... I'm glad that just, like, skated right over that stuff. I was worried it was going to overwrite it. I guess that's only if you stop on it. How come that doesn't look even? It should look even. Yeah, what's up with that last bar? I think maybe we want to get rid of that. I think I didn't chop enough out. That must be how we lost our 2 bars. In fact, that's probably them right there. No, that isn't 2 bars. It's something, though. Maybe. No, that's the beginning of the clip. I don't know. Oh, shit. We did that on that. Let's maybe still include it by... Shit. We'll select that. We'll split it off. Bring it in 1, 2. Let's maybe... Yeah, it kind of sucks, but I'll roll with it. We'll deal with it later if it sucks that bad. Let's just go ahead and chop the rest of this shit off. And what do we have next? Second drop. Drop. I don't believe they're really drops, but We'll figure out what to call them later. For now, it's just gonna stay drop. I think I just covered some shit up. Whatever, we're probably not coming back to any of that crap anyways. Right. So this is how long our first drop was, so that's definitely how long we want to go this time. Maybe not, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. And it's already split out, so... where are we at? Let's go ahead and consolidate. I need to Control J. Do I have that on my macro pad yet? I know I have it on the mouse, but I'd like to... I'm putting more and more things on the pad. I'm using the ones on the mouse less and less because there's... I mean, I'm still not even using the second profile yet. Though, the next time I need to do a new button, I'll probably have to go into that. Actually, no, I can just use the second setting on the key. But some of those won't work, but some of them will, I think. Just got to plan them appropriately. What am I looking for? Control J? Yes. There it is. I got it. All right. We do not have to... What do we want? We wanted this. Yeah, the shortcuts in the macro pads are freaking a godsend. I know they say that, like, gear is not the answer, but sometimes gear is the answer. Well, it isn't the answer. It can be the answer. I'll say that. That's one thing that freaking I am kind of glad I did. That, you know, is like some of the common advice people say is, you know, don't get gas. Don't be just buying all this shit. You're not going to fucking use it. And yeah, that's kind of true. I kind of like used it as like a little bit of a motivating thing. It's like, if I buy all this fucking shit and I don't use it, I'm going to fucking feel guilty for not using it. And I'm not going to be able to ignore the fact that fucking I'm not doing my shit. So it's like, but now that I'm getting into some stuff, there's shit like plugins and, you know, stuff that I've bought that like that I wasn't using. I bought like this one plugin, Atlas. It was actually one of the things that helped me get this thing going. And it's like a sample organizer kind of dealy. And how come it's not making any sound for me? Oh, I know why. And why did I mention it? Oh, yeah, because I wasn't even editing any audio or anything. Why was I buying a freaking thing for freaking sample organization? But like I thought, like, oh, in the future, you know, I'm gonna be doing all of this shit. I got a good deal on those Black Fridays, like, and I never use it. I've had it for like over a year, and like I was kind of struggling to create my own sample folder, which is, you know, one of the deals in my new dealie. And it's like so I still haven't done, you know, my sample folder or whatever, but I've got a way to quickly look for sounds that inspire me that is not just going through one pack at a time in the Galaxy View. And it's like, you know, you can kind of be like, oh, you know, like, you know, if you want something that's, you know, drummy, you got your, you know, areas with that and your similar sounds, and you know, zoom into these areas a little more, and And the things that are, you know, a little bit less drummy, you know, maybe you're like down in here. One thing that I notice is I can't find a lot of the loops. Like, I think maybe it's only getting, you know, stuff that's of a certain length, but I'm glad I remember. It was just the other night. I think this is not the first project I used it on, but maybe the second. Someone come in, like I was like doing some kind of like slow ambient kind of thing that was, you know, not really working well. And someone was like, "You ever make dance music?" I used to kind of like try to a bit, and I was like, you know, let me see what I could do, and that kind of turned into this. I don't know if I'd call this dance music. I don't know that I would say that it's not, but it's got the freaking the oots oots. So at least it does now. It'll probably still have some of that at the end, but I think I might try to spice it up a little, do something to. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe not. Maybe we get to the end of it and do some automation and everything sounds good. Anyways, time to try to do the second drop. And you know what? Why am I even using a brand new untouched thing? I should not be doing that. I should copy the first drop and then we will add to it. And you know what? That wasn't long enough anyways. I guess when we did it, we made them shorter, but when we made the drop, it wasn't big enough, so I kept going with it. Shit. Let's get this shit out of the way so we can bring that bigger clip over. So we want everything from here down to here. And should I get them? I don't think I have them. Oh, shit, what's happening? No, 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 no. Stop. What? Oh. Guess that's why God made the undo button. All right. And we are going to control drag. And drop it right on there. And now let's hear what our drop sounded like again. It's still not very droppy, but I think once we like play with the bass and the drums a little bit, we can maybe try to fix that. Or maybe not. Maybe we just don't call it a drop and we find a more appropriate name for that section. All right. How come that didn't loop? Okay, let's figure out what we were gonna do again. I don't think we're gonna be messing with that hat at all. Or any of that yet. I wonder if maybe we bring out that vocalish thing back in yet. What? Stop audio. Oh, that's consolidate. I don't want consolidate. Cancel. I want, mute. What was mute? Or not mute, deactivate. I think that was it. Yeah, I think on this one we're gonna bring in some variation of that vocal. Where... See, that wide low should be in that group. There we go. So now let's do... Now let's do that one so they kind of maybe harmonize a little bit. That one's too much. There's a lot going on. In fact, this is a lot going on. What would be cool, but probably pretty difficult, would be to automate them against each other on the gain so that it weaved between... Ah, what? They sound exactly the fucking same. I thought they were different. Oh, this one? Oh no, they are. They're exactly the fucking same. Is there anywhere where I have them both on? Right there for a second. And I didn't even notice. That's funny. Ah, shit. Well, rather than get rid of it, I say we fucking try to pitch it so that it does harmonize like I thought it was going to. Shit. Let's go ahead and we'll make it the blue one that we change up. It's called low, so we'll actually... Let's change the mid and we'll bump the mid up a little bit. Yeah, I don't want to go any lower because I want to do something cool with the bass, and it's already a little bit low there. And consolidate. I forgot to use my button. What did I want to do with it? Oh yeah, I wanted to bump it up. Ah, geez, I don't even know how many. Let's play it and see how far we can take it. I'd like to go 5, but I don't know how that's gonna play. I don't think we can get away with 5. Let's try the 2. A little better. It's a little fucked up, but I think that when we do some gain staging and maybe a little bit of EQ, we can maybe make it all fit. Maybe a little side chain action. I've only side chained once, but I think I get the gist. I think we might be able to get a little something happening there. What else did I want to do here? What have I even done? I don't even know what I've... Oh yeah, I brought the wide low into the group and we bumped it up too, and we think that's gonna work. That didn't work cutting in there. We got what else we got going? Slow low robot, whatever fucking that is. And the ticky ticks. That is not on. Oh yeah, that is on. I wonder if we should take it out and put something else in. Which, I have something else. I was hoping there was something else right there. But, the secret weapon is this track, which is just a copy of the slow robot thing that I noticed, but I think that we're gonna try to do a little bit of sound design on it and try to replace this with something a little bit different. That way it's a little bit more strikingly different than the first drop. Oh shit, my water's empty. Alright. Where the hell are we? We're looking to replace that sound with this one. But we need to try to make it work with what's on here. I didn't want to do that. I want to actually we want alt shrink them all and then the group jeez. Feels like there's too much going on. I don't know if I like that. That's like too much going on. What does the first one sound like? Yeah, we're gonna have to do something about those voices. We're gonna leave them in there, but we're gonna have to find a way to make them... Yeah, maybe the side chain will help with that. But we'll deal with that in a bit. For now, we'll just turn them down a little bit. Wide mid and wide low. Hey, wide mid. Wide low. Oh shit, we're clipping fucking hard too. Hard. My freaking Nova Scotia accent. Well, not mine, but my imitation. Oh, wow. Holy fuck. What can we bring down here? What is loud? That bass. Where the fuck is the bass? Jeez, man, that's still freaking... Oh, that's not the bass. What the hell is fucking banging? Oh, the double. Okay, that's when we... Where's mute? There we go. Where are we at? Oh, after I turn that bass... Oh, I didn't. I brought the bass back up. Really? Yeah, it could probably even come up. Let's do it a different way though. Let's come in here. Actually, you know what? We're not going to do that now. We don't need to do that now. We'll do that in the mixing stage. That's... I don't want to change too many things between these until we get to mixing, especially on that bass, since I'm gonna probably try to get a little more interesting with it later. Possibly. Important thing is we're not... Oh, we've even got headroom now. A little. That's probably part of the reason why those things sounded so shitty, too. Let me bring them up a little bit now, see if they sound better. Oh, yeah, totally. Bring them down a hair. Actually, let's bring them back down to the lower area where they were. Because once we activate this to play with, we're going to be jumping up. Alright, looks like we got some room now. You know what? I should throw an EQ on it and just get an idea of what my sound profile's looking like. That was what I was looking for earlier. Sound profile. I don't know that that's like a technical term, but that was what I was trying to... The concept I was trying to come up with. Let's throw this on our master. And that was one of the things that helped me break through on the mixing, was getting Pro Q3, because then I could have one on every track. And I don't know if you've ever used Pro Q3, but like say I put it on there and I got one on my master. You can come here and see that what's going on with this channel, which is the ghost line on the bottom here, versus the master channel. So you could tell, you know, where your fundamental frequencies are and how they're and I was just having such a rough time, like, knowing where certain sounds would fall on this. And, you know, I definitely hit a brick wall when it came to fucking the mixing weeks. Alright, so this is... Do I have it on the right setting here? Yes, I do. 0. I always forget if I want 0 or 6. And 0 is the one that shows the way that I'm used to looking at it. Yeah, we're not... See, I see it shows the hertz down here, but I'm trying to match up the decibels. I wish that these numbers were the decibels, because it feels like it is. It says dB, but really, like, it's over here, I think. So I feel like the bass probably needs to come up on this at some point in the mixing. But the general profile is not looking too terrible here from my completely inexperienced, noobish view. So we'll get rid of that. That was just to kind of get an idea. And now we want to sound design on this. Let's go ahead and consolidate it. Yeah, you wouldn't think that, like, the right clicking to enter subcontext menus and click another thing would add a lot of time, but it really kind of does. Like, it adds up. All right. Oh, we just consolidated our consolidation. Nice. Nice. All right. Now let's sound design something I wonder if we should even take the slow robot thing. Yeah, let's just see where we go with this. Maybe we should duplicate it before we start. We got enough room there? What is that? There's not enough room. Let's move our shit down again. I wonder if there would be a way to design a Max for Live plugin. I guess probably not. I think I just answered my question. It's a plugin. It's not going to be able to control this stuff in here. It's going to be able to control things on a single channel. I was going to say, it'd be so awesome to have something where you could have a block out here where you have, you know, your chunks of shit that you might work from later. Because, like, when I start, I try to keep the original sample, like, for a channel, like, say, this group, say that was a thing. You know, if I'm working out here and I change something, you know, I try to have the original sample that led to what's in there over here to work with. That's what these things are. You know, in case I want to try to do a variation on something, but I'm already too far gone in my sound design for it. And then, like, at some point I get so far over that I start dropping things out here that aren't the original, and it would be awesome to have a little box that held all that stuff and kept moving it down as you progressed through your thing. I'm not sure if there would be a way to program something like that into Ableton. That would be really fucking cool, though. 'Cause I'm regularly finding myself doing it manually. Oop. Let's scoop that all up. Oh, shit. I guess that doesn't matter. It didn't line up. That's the shit that we, Oh, no, that's second drop, which we're not going to be using anyway. Yeah, we're using the original drop, and we're going to turn that into it. So let's actually... Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, Rick. Oh, man, that was like the worst Morty impression I have ever heard in my life. Delete. Delete, delete, delete. Let's get rid of this. And we don't need drop anymore. And I don't know what all that other extra crap is. We're going to get rid of this. And we're going to get rid of this. Yeah, we're going to get rid of all this. We'll copy this. And we're just going to leave it out now, but it's not going to be the out. It's just our backup because it has everything. It's not muted yet. Just in case we fuck up and we need some fresh shit to work with. What do we got going on here? Oh yeah, we were trying to do some sound design on that. I'm not sure how we got sidetracked there, but let's see what's happening. I want it to be like bassy, kind of like the other one was, but like something different. So I guess let's go for texture mode. How come we're not? Let's loop it. And let's see what we could do with some grain size. I can't hear what's happening to it. It's not even on, no wonder. Not much. Let's drop it down to... Hey, there we go. What could we do? Trying to think of something quick. What do we got in audio effects? I mean, I think that we're gonna do a little automation on that grain size. I really wish I could modulate grain size. Like, I hate having to go in and draw the pattern. I like just being able to, you know, just modulate it. But I've tried throwing an LFO on it, but it won't map to it. I can map it to other things. I don't think I can map it to pitch, but I'm not messing with the pitch here. I'm not trying to do that. I think I like it low here. But, grain size is a little subtle, but yeah, I think we're going to automate that. And then, what do we got here? There's got to be something. Ooh, I know. The secret sauce, the OTT. I do not have much experience with it, but from what I gather, that shit goes on everything. Hey, it's different. And it works with the slow low robot. Shit, man. Our second drop might be done. Fucking secret weapon was fucking right. What the hell? Let's rename that. Second drop. All right. See where we're at. These scratches should be up in that group too. They were all made from the same sound. There's the first drop. Oh shit. I just realized that's with the OTT and that. No, that's not how I want that. I want... Yeah, we just listened to the second drop. We want to deactivate that. Oh, no, cancel. That's consolidate. We want deactivate. Oh, wait, what? Yes. I have no idea what's going on. Give us another go from the beginning. This should, be what we're going for. Or at least on our way to it. And the breakdown. Okay, I thought that end needs tweaked. I like the breakdown. I think it maybe needs something, but I like it. And a little build at the end, the hats. I think maybe at the core it's all right. I think it needs some side chaining and a little bit of massaging, but and it definitely has more than the original drop. There's the original, and then straight into second. In fact, I wonder if maybe I should use the first half of the original drop and then have it do the hard shift so you really feel it. I wonder what that would sound like. Let's see if we can, let's open our loop up here. Let's see. That's 8 bars. Let's take the previous 8 bars. Okay, it's working. I thought we were fucked. Stop. Whoa. Hey, the playhead went with it. Nice. It's not even a loop, but somehow the play... Oh, you know what? The playhead jumped out of the loop. We skipped over the playhead, and then it came back around on us. That's what happened there. And what was the deal with this? I remember when it exited something, there was a little twang at the end before the next thing started. I don't know. We'll figure it out later. What were we gonna do here? Oh yeah, Jerkature. What are we doing? Okay, I wanted to put the first half of the first drop in the first half of the second drop. So everything from here. Oop, I don't want to do it like that. Let's try from the bottom. At the halfway. So like right here. All right, up to the top. And we want to control, drag. Hey, what the fuck happened? What happened? I have no idea what happened. Did I do anything? I don't think I did anything. It looks like everything here is still selected. Let's see. Control. Okay. I think we're alright. Come on. What? Did I drop it? Fuck, I think I dropped it. We're gonna have to undo that. Ew. But hey, it's still selected. Awesome. I did not think it was going to do that. Control. All right, I think we got it. All right. I was going to do it from the beginning. No, let's just hear the transition straight from our regular drop to our enhanced drop. Not really. I still want to like qualify that drop comment. I'm not so sure I'm calling them drops. It's just kind of a name for our section for the moment. Because this doesn't feel like a drop. Yeah, this don't... I just like music. I don't know all the fucking shit. Though I will say, like, if I like heard a Skrillex song, I could probably like point and be like, "Hey, I think that's the drop." But as far as like trying to make one and defining what it is, I'm not really, the world's leading authority. Why am I looping on just that? Let's hear it fresh from the start. There we go. We've almost got something done here. Oh my god. What time is it? Ooh, it's almost the end of the night. I think we could finish before the end of the night, though, if we just jam it through. At least, like, it's not going to be done. But it's going to be, like, a complete song with all the sections that are all different. And primed for creating some stems and doing some automation and some sound design and... maybe change up the fucking bass a bit and spice up our drums. Maybe do a little bit of fucking gain staging and see if we got room to, do something else. Because I still don't feel like there's really... there's no melody or anything. There's no voice. I don't know that I want to do voice, but like... but it still feels like there's probably room for something. Yeah, we might need to do a little deactivation and playing around to figure out how to make it work, but I think that we probably figure something out. I keep like not listening when I listen all the way through. Okay, we're gonna listen this time. Oh, shit. forgot to hit mute. Bow, bow. Ooh, damn, I keep forgetting to hit mute. I think we should do something so that even... I was going to say so that the first half of that, even though it's the same as the first one, I was going to say something to elevate it a little bit, but actually, we should maybe do something to take away from it. That way, the next section, you know, really pops that much more. I'm not sure what we do to subtly do that. Probably to do with the slow robot thing, because it's so similar to the new sound that we're introducing, since it was so closely related to it when it was created. And all we probably got to do is maybe like bring the gain down a hair. And maybe even take the pitch up a semitone or two. Maybe, maybe not. How far do we want to take that gain down? Let's make it bigger, and we'll loop it and we'll fucking try to feel it out. Bow, bow. And that's where the extra piece I was hearing was. How right at that switch over. What's going on in there? I feel like there's something that shouldn't be there. Maybe it's at the end of this one. Bow. No, I'm not here. I thought I heard it that time. Oh, maybe it's at the end there. I see some little clippy clips. Wide open, wide open. Alright, I don't know what we're getting lost in the sauce with here, but we need to get that outro happening. Like, now. Otherwise, we're not gonna get this shit done tonight. And we are getting this shit done. Tonight. That's all I have to say about that. Cut. Paste. And I don't know, I think we might complicate it a bit tomorrow. Maybe. But we're keeping it simple tonight. Oh, shit. What do we have going? We are going to mash a couple things in the second drop, and we're just going to do some simple fade outs. Let's go ahead and... Which one's deactivate clip? I'm going to deactivate that and that to match. And we should deactivate something else to indicate that we're outroing. What should we use for, let's see, we'll just keep this. Why did that change up? Because, oh, I see. I kind of like the way it dropped down, maybe. Or popped up. Maybe I should make it drop down. That'd be cool. And the outro fucking... Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, instead of the pop up. This one's -2. Let's take this one to -5. Because that'll keep it. Alright, let's hear how that transitions over. I think that works. I think there's some other stuff kind of muddying things up, but we'll deal with that in mixing. We'll do the fade out there. And what else? Let's go ahead and do the fade. I don't know if that's the same spot, something about there. The ticky ticks, we could probably even just maybe kill those. And why did I have this off? We might need to do some adjustments. That track should have been on the whole time. We definitely don't want it here. And we don't want it here. And we don't want it here. We don't want it here. I kind of like how the clap stays in. I think we might leave that clap not fade. I think maybe we want to fade these a little more too, so we have some more time to introduce some dynamics as we... I think this one we maybe fade in a little bit more. We don't need the voice trail out. Not a real voice, but not much more, a little more. And then wide low, we're gonna do the same because it's pretty much the same sound, just a little lower. And by here. We're keeping the clap. I think the hat we could probably do away with. I don't know. Let's see if we can get away with it. I like the idea of getting rid of the hat. I'm not a big... I mean, hats are cool, but like, I'm not big on the brighter sounds as much. In small doses, I guess. Depends what it is. I mean, shit, I listen to... I don't know, if you ever heard the song, Who Sucked Out the Feeling, Superdrag. Oh, I should. It'd be something funny one day. If I could go back and look at me doing that stupid fucking impression of that fucking song. But I listened to that fucking so many times the other day. What am I hair at? Those, the bass, the kick, the clap, the hat. Maybe it's the kick 'em. There we go. That's sounding like outro-y. Why do I have this bottom dealie on? Let's get some more real estate. Yeah, I think the bass needs to fade out. I'm not really sure quite how far, but it definitely needs to fade out. Maybe like there. Yeah, it needs to fade out before everything else. It's so strong, like, might even need to go further up. I like the way it is back there, but I'd kind of like it to start earlier. I hope that doesn't interfere. If it does, I guess we can maybe drag that back a hair. In fact, let's do it now. There we go. Let's see how that goes. Yeah. Yeah, I think we could dig that. Anything else we could do quickly to make this more outro-y? Oh, not gray, gray. Gray, gray. Yeah, I should alter my colors up here to match. Oh, they do. They're perfect. I kind of like want the last thing to just be the clap. The clap's really not by itself at all. What's still going that's bothering that clap? I can't even... I think it's one of these two. And I think that I got the way to fix it. I think the solution is bring these in. perfect. Well, not perfect. It's dumb. It is a song now. It may not be a good song. It's a song. Trying to think of what quote I'm thinking of with that. Look, it's what is it? It's oh shit. Oh, Adam Sandler, fucking the Join a Cult skit off of which album was it? I think it was on They're All Gonna Laugh at You, his first CD. Well, the first one I knew of anyway. And he's like, oh, come on, man, you gotta go join this cult with me. Come on, man. Dude, I don't want to join your fucking cult, man. I don't want to be in a cult. You know, come on. Wait, now what was the part of it that I was quoting? Or not exactly quoting, but I was... Oh yeah, and he's like, come on, man, it's cool. They give you a free haircut. You said you need a haircut. They're gonna give you a haircut. It's like, it's not gonna be like a weird haircut, is it? Come on, man, they're gonna... yeah, they're gonna give you a haircut. It's gonna be fucking great. Well, I don't know, man. It sounds kind of weird. Oh, man, I wish I could remember the whole bit in its entirety. It's so fucking funny. Yeah, just if you hearing this and you got time and you like that fucking goofy fucking shit, look up Adam Sandler Join a Cult on YouTube. I know it's on there. I've watched it a couple times. It's fucking hilarious. Come on, man. There's a girl I want to meet there. Alright, fine. I mean, I can leave when I want, right? Like, if I'm not having a good day. Yeah, sure, fine. What's the one line in it? He's, what is it? What if I, I don't want to, worship the whatever god. Just say, I don't know, man. Fuck the song. Long live the beast. I wish it was such a fucking funny bit. Yeah, there's a girl I want to meet. Well, do you think she has a friend for me? Well, yeah, sure. I mean, and if not, we could go recruit one for you. I mean, we go to the mall and the airport and such fucking funny shit, man. I mean, like some of that album is, I don't know if album's the right way to. It's called an album, but like some of the shit on there was like, I can't really listen to, some of it, but these days, because I heard it so much and it is so like kind of like terrible at points, but like some of it is just such gold. Like, oh man. Wasn't on the same album, but the goat skit with the talking goat. Oh man, good times, good times. All right, fuck. One more time. It is fucking late, but I have a complete song for the first time, like ever. Oh my god! Wow, wow. My Owen Wilson impression. Ooh, what am I doing? Let me scroll to the top and do my alt dealy. Yeah, we don't need to see any of that shit because it doesn't matter anymore. It is now. Let's bring up the EQ. We're gonna watch the EQ because why the fuck not? That is now the sound. Where the hell? Oh yeah. What am I doing? No, that isn't. Where? Ah. And actually, you know what? We won't go full screen because I do want to see just the sections. Just to keep my mind in it. Is that on the right setting? Yes, it is. Yeah, we're gonna need to do some work on mixing, but I think what we got is gonna work. And I think that there's room for yeah, and I think that there's maybe room for some extra sounds at some points. Maybe not in that drop, but I think that, like, I don't know. I think maybe in this one. Yeah, we're gonna have to do some heavy side chaining in there. That's muddy as shit. But, yeah. And that's it. That's the song. We're gonna try to make it a better song. We're not gonna spend a ton of time going crazy or anything. But I definitely have like some definitive ideas that I don't think should take very long. I wonder if I should like consolidate. No, I shouldn't, because then that just makes things harder to understand what I did. And I may want to make some basic changes that that all these segments might help me figure out. And I actually want to go back and see a couple things. Okay, so that is the group thing. I think this, yeah, audio too, that's probably the original thing that I worked with. Let's loop that and see what we started with for all those other sounds. Oh, that's all kind of shit going. Loop. Solo. No. That was altered. Because that was not a starting sound. I think I got it from the bass. Actually, what is this? So what the hell is this? This doesn't look altered. Neither does this. What? I can't believe I didn't keep a source. Yeah, I'm shocked. I usually try to keep a source at the beginning. I'm pretty sure I used the base, and I think I worked it from there to get everything except for these collapsed at the bottom. The bass, kick, clap, and hat. And I figured that, you know, I can maybe substitute some sounds in for a couple of those. I think the clap and the hat, there's not much sense in. Maybe throw a little reverb on those or something. But the bass and the kick, I think I'd like to play with. Not much, just enough to throw in a little bit of motion and, you know, give it a little bit of character. The bass maybe a little more so than the kick. Yeah, the kick maybe just a couple of small changes. The bass maybe some moderate work. I don't know, fuck. Since it's only the bass, I mean, we could probably get it done quick and maybe even do something really cool. Like, not really cool, but like, you know, like, I don't know, if I could bust out Serum, fucking find a cool preset and fuck with it for a minute and then try to use that preset and try to put it in a rhythmic coordination with how that works. I'm not sure exactly how to do that. I got a couple ideas, like we might be able to use it our current clip to generate current bass clip to generate a MIDI clip, which we can use to trigger our Serum patch that we come up with, which sounds like it should work. And I had something else I was thinking too, but I think that's probably gonna do the trick. Fuck. I gotta get to bed. I wouldn't be worried if I got my nap, but I did not get. I keep having so much fucking trouble with my sleep fucking shit. Like, totally fucking off the wall. I tried for so long to not take the naps and I couldn't really do it. I mean, I can if I have to for a day, but I couldn't like keep it up. Like, I need the nap because I'm not sleeping as much at night. And I was like, fuck it, I just need to embrace that and take the nap and do my thing and go to bed a little bit later. And I was rocking that for a while. I mean, I tried not to. I was trying like caffeine and like the 5 hour energies, and it fucking sucked. It was fucking with my stomach. So now, like, I'm on it, and like, I got things moving smooth. And now, like, the last 2 days, I can't take my nap. I wonder if it has to do with the fact that I'm like, making progress. I wasn't thinking about music. I was thinking about work. That's probably what it was. But fucking shit. I can't believe I have my first like song. Like, shit. I finally have a shitty song. I am fucking honored. It's been like a long freaking time coming. Oh, it's soloed. It don't matter. I fucking heard it a couple times. We're good. Let's collect all and save and get the fuck out of here. I am ready for bed. Fucking beat. Not full screen. They need a shortcut for collect all and save. And like all of these. What? Come on. Give me something. Collect all and save. Well, actually, that's one of the cool things about that macro pad that as well is what was it again? Oh yeah, you can actually program in like real macros and map them to the buttons. Yeah, fucking I really fucking dig this thing. One of the best freaking buys I made for mapping shortcuts you can fucking if you wanted to change one here, you could actually, what's it called? It just calls it a macro. You can do mouse functions, keyboard. Uh, pa, pa, pa. Yeah, it must be. Oh no. Never mind. I was gonna say I thought that it let you map like you be like I want I want to press the button and make my mouse do this, 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 left click or right click, this, left click. So that you wouldn't have to do all those motions and it would do it like almost instantly and just be like at the press of a button. So that like say you wanted to save, like if you're in full screen, my plan would have been, or I guess it was because I thought about this, was oops. Oh, how do I full screen again? Here's my shit. Oh my god, what am I doing? That's full screen. This is second screen. Full screen. So if it's like this, you can't get your save, and it would be awesome to just be able to bring your mouse up here and just hit the button, and it would, automatically go full screen and then click on this and then go all the way down and then click on that for you all automatically at the press of a button. If all you had to do was, starting not in full screen and it would do everything and then you'd just be done. But that's probably more time spent on it than I should have because it'd be better spent sleeping. So if you're out there, thanks for being there. Hope to see you next time.